My name's Zio, and what a nice bit of news to wake up to. Blue Protocol Star Residence, that one MMO who just had a closed beta recently. Well, guess what? We got a release date, October 9th. Star Residence database posted this morning, Blue Protocol Star Residence fully releases on October 9th, 2025. North America and Europe can play together, of course. Up-to-date class balance changes, and quality of life changes implemented. And of course, there's the pre-registration link. Over 2 million people have pre-registered for this thing so far. They didn't say what quality of life changes specifically, but since there's a controller emoji next to it, I can assume that they're beefing up controller support. That is something that bugged me during the beta, but I eventually got used to it. Of course, it's just a generic controller emoji that can mean literally anything. I know I'm not the only one who hammered them on that in the beta survey. Some things bug me about the UI and the controller support, like not being able to use the D-pad to navigate menus and not being able to use the right analog stick to rotate your character. Another thing I said is I wish they'd let us move around UI elements like the chat window. I hope they address these things at launch, but we'll see. One thing that concerns me here in terms of content is how far of a gap are we dealing with between China and global? I couldn't find any concrete information on this. I know this is always an issue with these kinds of games whenever they get released internationally. Motherland rolls out a big update for a game, then it trickles down to other territories where the game is operating. Sometimes this takes several months, and sometimes there are several elements missing from the international version. This used to be especially egregious back in the day, but it's gotten somewhat better over the years. Are we getting the game as it rolled out in China, but with the balance updates? Or are we getting it a few updates deep? The Chinese version rolled out in July, so 3 months difference here. A month or two behind the Motherland isn't that bad, better than what we've been getting before with other games. But 3 months plus is kind of pushing it. Let's not forget this is being made by Shanghai BOKURA, which is a subsidiary of the big company Tencent. And then you have A+ Games handling the Japanese and global versions. How closely is BOKURA working with them to ensure a minimal disparity between versions? And how much influence does Bandai Namco have, if any, since this was their baby? Sure, there could be different monetization schemes between regions, so long as it's fair. Just the main thing with me is keeping the content pipeline reasonably close. So what does this mean for the channel? Well, for those who came to know me through Phantasy Star, don't worry, that's not going away. Do expect to see more Star Residence videos and streams in the next few months though. As for what class I'm gonna play at the start, I'm not entirely sure. I love the shit out of Wind Knight during the beta. Shield Knight was also pretty fun. Whatever I pick, I'll be sure to go all in on it. I did mess around with Stormblade, Frost Mage, and Beat Performer though. I kinda learned the hard way how finite resources like skill books and arcane seals really were. You need so many skill books per level to advance your skills. I had both Shield Knight and Wind Knight pretty far into their respective talent trees, but couldn't go as far as I would have liked with either one due to resource bottlenecks. Like I said in the last video, I really hope this game does well. I hope to see this game succeed where the original failed. So are you looking forward to this? Which class are you gonna main first? You know how much I love chopping it up with you guys in the comment section and on the streams. Come on by and hang out sometime, we'd love to have you. Anyway, that's a wrap. I'll see you lovely bastards on October 9th. And remember, to thine own self be true. Until next time, farewell.